Lulav Arava Perek Dalad of Sukkah. We're going to do Mishnah Aleph. Lulav, a lulav, va'arava, and the arava, says the Bartenura, a lulav, linatilla, is for taking, va'arava, and the arava, the willow, it's a willow branch, lahakif mizbach, is to encircle the mizbach with it. And it is shisha v'shiva. It is for 6 or 7 days. Shisha v'shiva, says the Bartenura, lefisha pa'amim doichim es haShabbos, because sometimes it would override Shabbos. Now, I'm not talking about overriding somebody else, but overriding the Yom Tov would override the Shabbos. V'hava lahu shiva, and then it would work out for 7 days when it overrides Shabbos. Or pa'amim she'ein doichin, and sometimes it would not override Shabbos. And we're going to discuss that later. V'lo hava ela shish, it only work out to 6 days. And further down the line, we're going to explain how that exactly works. Ha'halel, the reciting of the Hallel. So looking at the Bartenura on V'hahalel, Ligmer Kol Shmona, to complete all 8 days. Masha'en Ken for Pesach. Pesach, however, is different. Why is Pesach different than Sukkah? Lefi Shemoi Sachad, because of the days of Sukkah, Chalukim b'Karbonos, and they were different in their Karbonos. The number of Karbonos varied each day of Sukkah, so it was a different number. Therefore, it was like a new Yom Tov, a separate Yom Tov each day, and that's why we said Hallel in thanks to Hashem for each new day, separate day, like a new Yom Tov for each day of Sukkot. Pesach, however, the Karbonos was the same, so it didn't warrant us to say Hallel each and every day, the full Hallel each and every day of Sukkot. V'hasimcha, and rejoicing. Shmoina is for 8 days. What is the rejoicing? Lechal basa shlamim, to eat peace offerings, to eat the flesh, the meat of a peace offering. Bisman Hamigdash, that was at the time of the Beis Hamigdash when it stood. Diksiv, because it is written, V'samachta b'chagecha, it says in a pasuk, you will rejoice on your festival. And how do you rejoice? V'ain simcha, and there is no simcha bisman hamigdash, at the times of the Beis Hamigdash, ela b'basa shlamim, only with the flesh, the meat, that juicy, tasty meat of the peace offering. When you would eat your steak, your juicy meat, in the times of the Beis Hamikdash, which was from a korban shlamim, a peace offering, you were happy. Diksiv, because it is written, V'zavachta shlamim, you will offer up the korban shlamim, the peace offering, V'achalta sham, and you will eat it there, V'samachta, and you will be happy. Imagine that juicy piece of meat, you'd be eating it in the times of the Beis Hamikdash, and that would be absolutely fantastic. Just like when you go to a party, you have a nice hot dog, you have a nice steak, and you're happy. So too, lahavdil, for something spiritual, that when you'd eat in the times of the Beis Hamikdash and you'd eat your meat, you would be a happy camper. And then we said, Sukkah, sitting in the Sukkah. Leisha Basukkah, says the Bartenura, to sit in the Sukkah. That's another mitzvah that we do. V'nisuch hamayim, and the water pouring, the famous water pouring on the mizbach, on the altar in the Beis Hamikdash. Says v'nisuch hamayim, and the water pouring. What was it? B'tmirei chag shachus. This would be at the regular korban of the festival at shachus time in the morning. That was Shiva. That was for 7 days. And then we had the Hachalel, and the blowing of the flute. That was Chamisha V'shisha. That was either 5 or 6 days. Hechalel, says the Bartenura, B'simchas Beis HaSha'eva, at the time of the rejoicing of the water drawing of Beis HaSha'eva, Hayosmeichim B'chag, they were rejoicing in the festival. Lekavod shivas nisach hamayim, for the respect, for the honor of the water, drawing of this water. Or how would they rejoice? How would they honor the Yom Tov? They would sing and make music with chalolim, with flutes, the kinoris and harps, and that flute it does not override Shabbos and it does not override Yom Tov, meaning you can't play it on Shabbos or Yom Tov. That was Mishnah of Perek Dalet.